Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Katrine and Purification Plant, blue team. It's a bunch of Tyranids, UB Unitol as a Hive Tyrant, a durable hero, walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support. Begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Alvaro. Alongside John Oakman's Ravana Alpha, being all sneaky here in a tunnel. He's a tunneling hero, great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support too. Begins with a ranged weapon, that first tunnel going up in the mid then. Rounding off the blue Tyranid team is Swagga Gitzsmakka as a Lictor Alpha. Melee specialist, infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense, and also brings a bit of support. They are gonna run into the Inquisitor soon. Are they gonna bother flesh hooking them, or will they flesh hook a guardsman to try and kill it? Kill a model off those guys. Being sneaky, we're going to see Hammer of the Witches, I would think. No, we see some melee. There's Hammer of the Witches. Good hit. This is Civ Bulgar's Inquisitor, an offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee and can get specialized ranged weapons. Nice special attack there. Alongside Ghost as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Getting stuck into some termagants. Good special. That Ravana Alpha is getting really low. Incredibly low, actually. Tons of PP from all the Guardians. Can the Warlock finish them off? They can. Ravana Alpha down. Termagants run. And the Hormagaunts already off the field. Rounding off the teams, though, is NagSTiKS. I'm going to say, with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fighting in melee begins with a Refractor Shield. Got a Death Core of Krieg DLC here. We saw a good Sentinel Stomp, and I think they're going to wipe these Hormagaunts. Indeed, the Hormagaunts wiped, and they lost a bunch of Termagants as well, did Unitol. Good start for the red team. They pushed through the mid, they pushed through the west side, although the blue team did push through the east side. Oh, looks like Bulgar lost some guardsmen too. Pretty sure they had double guardsmen up into the Sentinel. Now they're going for a heavy weapon squad. And a Shuriken Cannon on the way for Ghost with that Guardian weapon team. Who's going to come mid and revive this Ravana then? I don't see... Oh, maybe the Lictor's turning towards the mid there. Meanwhile, Sentinel tried to decap the wreck point. It didn't quite work out. Unitol is going straight into Warriors and now some more Hormagaunts. So they're definitely going to be bringing numbers towards NagSTiKS. May see some Catachan Devils on the field. Hive Tyrant gets stomped and then tries to do a special attack on a Sentinel, which is not what you want. You can't knock that Sentinel over. Barely makes it away. Some more Termagants rotating towards the west from John Oakman. Almost got that Sentinel down. NagSTiKS calls the 2. It's kind of 2 and a bit. Well, there's some more Termagants showing up with Toxin Sacks as well. John Oakman's Ravana is on the field. Revived, I think, by the Lictor Alpha. Yeah, they got a chunk of XP, as you can see. Ravana Brood is up for Swagga. Just hanging out at their natural power for now. They can burrow strike against the heavy weapon squad if they need to. Lictor's being sneaky. Civ Bulgar needs to get Catachans up or something to spot that guy. Easily able to get into that heavy bolter now. Here comes Hammer of the Witches. Probably still needs to run, though. Surprised they stuck around that long. I don't think you could have salvaged that, and down goes the heavy weapon squad. Big mistake from Civ Bulgar. Should have got that guy the hell out of there. Hormagaunts coming in with adrenal glands is nasty. Didn't even need to use the burrow strike. West side is red. Haven't lost a VP yet off their counter, the red team. Well played NagSTiKS, able to keep pressure up here against almost two full players. Adrenal glands on the way for these Hormagaunts, but they run into double shurikens of Ghost. And a grenade on retreat, nicely done, killing 5 models there. Some Termagants and some Hormagaunts, I believe. Do they all have grenades? They're all getting grenades. That could be quite nasty. Barb Strangler able to get a really good shot before they were stomped. Suppressed double guardsmen and the Catachan Devils. Catachan's grenade launcher going in. Very versatile infantry squad, powerful in melee, and disrupt from long and short range, and support with a smoke grenade. It's going to be handy against that Barb Strangler. So I think it's think it's 50% damage resist, isn't it? And suppression immunity. Pretty sure. Oh no. Civ Bulgar gets another heavy weapon slot. I'm not sure how well that's going to go, buddy. We shall see, I suppose. And more guardsmen. They still don't have a way to detect that Lictor Alpha when he's being sneaky. Not sure what their plan is. You can just run up to the heavy weapon squad again. I thought they'd go Catachans once that heavy weapon squad went down. 352 to 497. Tier 2 for Civ Bulgar. Also a tier 2 for NagSTiKS. Maybe they can get a Chimera up and push. That's Alvaro there saying hello to the Lord Commissar. Now comes to say hello to a heavy, not a heavy weapon squad, a guarding weapon team. Gets in there. There's another one back though. Throws up the Warpfield shield. Not sure. Yeah, Warpfield's not going to be enough to get back to the other one, I don't think. Soaked up so much damage though, this Hive Tyrant. Huge amount of damage he soaks up there. Pathogen's coming in from the flank. These guys now need to be careful. The grenade misses them. And looks like John Oakman's going through onto the victory point with the Ravener Alpha. Pathogen's now being focused down. Taking a bunch of damage, but down goes a warrior who you saw the Synapse Backlash going off there, knocking stuff down and damaging it. Unitol wants double Raveners up, apparently. There's a Burrow Strike. And then switching them to melee mode to get some hits in. Lord Commissar is waving his sword around. He's not happy. How dare those guys retreat? Sentinel has a missile launcher up. Very low. Oh, and here comes a sneaky Ravener Alpha with Crippling Talon and the Hardened Carapace. Gets knocked over and then stomped on. NagSTiKS actually dealt with it really well there. A couple of hits and that Sentinel might have gone down. But they spotted him. Big retreat there from Swagga, who goes tier 2. I don't think they got another squad up, did they? I think they just went Raveners to tier 2. 352 to 395. Double cap for the blue Tyranid team after a bit of a dicey start. They've stabilized a bit in the mid here on the west side. In the actual middle of the map, contested power is turning red slowly. These guys looking for a grenade, I think. There it is. Got crippled, so it took a while to get into position. Kicking off big time on the west side. Pathogen's getting focused again. Which is generally a good idea, because they cost power to reinforce, so you're doing good damage to your opponent's economy if you can take down Pathogen models. Down goes the Sentinel. Warlock getting shot to bits, but makes it out. Stayed solid together there, the blue team on the west side. Now they can maybe push through the mid together. Hive Tyrant using the warp field to just face down those guarding weapon teams. Ravener Brood Burrow striking in, and here is a Bane, not a Bane Blade, a Bane Wolf from the Inquisitor. Imagine if she could call a Bane Blade in tier 2. It's going back to the east side now, this thing. Very effective at taking down enemy generators. Also powerful anti-infantry, of course, with that chem cannon. Debuffs on hit and does good damage in an area. Venom Brooder being called in though by Swagga. Those guys are anti-vehicle. Doesn't seem like they recognize this threat. The Sentinel's gone down, and they're going to lose the Bane Wolf right here, I think. Down it goes. Big losses for Civ Bulgar. And now their power's getting hit. And they're going to lose all that power because Venom Cannons are really good at bashing power. West side, Ogryns. We got ourselves some Ogryns from NagSTiKS. Do they have Aura of Discipline? They do. To support them with periodic heals. Really strong support from the Commissar. Sometimes slightly underestimated, I think, the amount of work that Aura of Discipline can do for something you don't need to interact with. Just passively healing stuff. Very powerful. Making a big rush at the VP, just destroyed a shuriken cannon, and there's more Tyranids to come. Got to get a decap. They fully bashed the power, of course. It has... Oh, did they get the node or not? Maybe they didn't get the node. Big mistake if they didn't. But maybe it was just repurchased and then they shot it a bit more and then left. They're now bashing the northwestern natural power of the red team. West side is red though. Can they get a full bash? They can't. They stopped the full bash at least, this red team here. That's a big retreat from Swagga. Can they punish now with their own power bash after that retreat, or will they try to get this west side secured? This turn, it's got decapped. Here come Ogrins, need to cripple them. There's a cripple. Hadachans disrupt. And Eldar joined just the right time here. Embolden being used by those Guardians. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good fight for Unitol. Hive Tyrant going in is fully upgraded now with rending talons and a bonded exoskeleton. He's a tough boy now. Old Alvaro. Burrow strike going in from the Ravener Alpha coming in with some crippling talons. Also has the Synapse aura for damage. You now see that purple Synapse on that Warrior Brood there and on the Hive Tyrant. That is a damaged Synapse from the Ravener Alpha. 338 to 297, a 1-to-1 cap then. VP remains uncapped. Red team have come back here to contest it quite fiercely. Good hit from the Warrior Brood, might set up a kill for the Hormagaunts. Hadachans had to flee. They really don't like Barb Stranglers, those Hadachans. They tend to bunch up a lot. I'm not sure if I just imagine it, but they seem to bunch up more than other units do. Maybe they have a really small hitbox or something so they can all squeeze together more when they're pathing around. 338 to 297 still. Looks like the Tyranids have done enough to get this VP back, I think. Is that the... it is. Inferno Pistol is up somewhere because I see Judgment on the Hive Tyrant. Grenade. Stormtroopers then flee. Tier 3 for Ghost. Bulgar has also got some Ogrins of their own. It can be a decent way to try to stabilize as Imperial Guard. Something that can soak up damage for you and allow other units to do stuff. All you have to do basically is time your user red well to knock stuff over. Lictor Alpha's found some guardsmen. Having a quick snack. Taking some Inferno pistol shots now though. Oh, those are heavy weapon squad fellas. There's Hammer of the Witches. Can they get them down? Maybe if they had plasmas they could have. Oh, they're busy capping anyway. Ogrins had pushed up there, tried to get a decap but got caught. They don't have their bonehead leader yet unless they died over here. Not sure. Maybe that guy doesn't leave a body or something. 328 to 297, 2-to-1 cap for the red team. Ogrins making a big difference over here, I think. That was an awesome grenade barrage from the Hadachans. Getting stuck in. Lord Commissar alongside them to heal. And here comes a Warlock with Witchblade of Kurnus. And Providence going off too, so he can spam that Ethereal Slash. We have Flat Jacket up too. You can use it to try and execute a Ravener Brood model or a Warrior or a Venom Brood model or something. It does, I think it does like 300 damage or something, that shot. Doesn't quite one-shot a Zone Throat these days, because they have 310 now. Getting Carney soon, says John Oakman. Swarmlord on the way for Swagga. Ghost took a lot of losses along the way, but has a D-cannon coming. D-cannons on the way, says Ghost. Maybe they've queued up two already. Ogrin's having a look at the VP. They don't have their bonehead leader yet still. for Bulgar. They've gone tier 3 though. That's what they spent their power on. Gonna get a decap. Well played, the red team. That Lord Commissar and Ogren's combo running into the back lines was very difficult for them to deal with. Need to be much faster on their crippling poisons, I think. Heavy weapon squad's helping out. Ormagaunt's getting thrashed. Made it away though. Here comes a capillary tower, and here comes a Swarm Lord. Super unit for Tyranids. Powerful melee combatant. And also reinforce allied Tyranids with a reinforcement synapse and give them extra speed with a synapse too. Inquisitor got bone sworded to death. Ogren's stayed in for a while, you know. They know what, they're still there. They're still having a go. Judgment is up on the Swarm Lord, but since the Inquisitor's down, she can't activate it. What is this? Oh, Stormtroopers being snuck in. They might be going for anti-armor kit now, because the Swarm Lord does have vehicle armor. Eldritch Storm misses everything. I don't think it hit anything there. A single hit. Carnifex is up with Stranglethorn Cannon. Blue team all of a sudden just full of units. Huge amounts of stuff they've got now. There's Leech Essence from Swarm Lord. Alvaro, the Hive Tyrant, is grabbing Western VP. And they're getting their natural, and they're looking to power bash maybe. Oh, these guys had a little go. Double cap for red. Can they get back on these VPs though? Not going to be easy. Here those guys just bashing that power in the mid. We have a D cannon. And now a fire prism, which will help with disruption. Need to keep it away from that Swarm Lord though, that's for sure. Stuff being broken in the mid. There's the D cannon setting up. Very long range artillery piece that has this party trick called Singularity, which is a massive disruption and damage. Not sure what this Warlock is up to. Oh, they're throwing up Providence to be a pain in the arse, I guess. Gives them invulnerability, hugely low cooldowns, and a ton of energy regen, so they can just run around and spam abilities. Hive Tyrant, Alvaro holding up well against those Ogrins. There's a rocket run though. It's a decent rocket run. Really good. They got down the Hive Tyrant as well. Whose rocket run was that? Hard to tell. They both have kind of the same red. It was NagSTiKS side though, so maybe it was them. And we did see Bulgar call in Stormtroopers, so I think it was NagSTiKS. Has a Singularity. Doesn't seem like it hit anything. They're pushing through. They're being very aggressive here. Maybe not. They want the west side back first, I guess. D-Cannon staying mid for now. I'm not sure if they can get this Hive Tyrant back. Where's the Commissar? Commissar's also really far forward. Might be difficult to get any of those guys back. Maybe if the Inquisitor put silently on herself, they could get the revive if they really want XP. But it may not be worth. Commissar in these guardsman squads here. Although they don't have plasma guns or anything. Ouch, took a bunch of damage from ranged Devourer fire. 140 to 247 on the VPs. What is this? That is a Swarm Lord supporting a big blob of Tyranid death in on the Inquisitor there. She goes down again. Lord Commissar's back. I guess they were repurchased. And here's the Limon Russ. Very powerful tank. Needs to be careful of Swarm Lord melee though. Base turrets aren't a big threat to a Swarm Lord. There's a Tyrant formation. Almost wiped those Stormtroopers, you know. Looks like they are not going to stay in base and hit that tank to death. It's an Eldar flank. But there's Leech Essence. Look at it sprinting after that Fire Prism. The Swarm Lord there. Can they get a hit though? Couldn't quite get a hit off. And now we have... No, we don't. I thought that was a Vanquisher Leman Russ for a second. It's a regular Leman Russ. Still a very good tank though. Double Fire Prisms chasing down the Swarm Lord. Can they get it done? This thing needs help. Tyranids are taking the west side back. Ogren's chasing through against Venom Brood. Catachans alongside them. The Carnifex is going Thorn back. This is John Oakman's. The other one is, oh, back at base, the Stranglethorn fella. Inquisitor still down. Hive Tyrant still down. And they did get the Swarm Lord down. You can't see the body of it because I think it explodes. Maybe it was there. No, that was a capillary tower, I think. But they did chase it down. Well done. That Swarm Lord didn't actually last that long. Here's a Carnifex now for Swagga Gitzsmakka. Is that the impetus for the red team now to push on? Oh, Tyrant formation says no. Got some good hits there. Is that an Emperor's Wrath? It is. Always awesome. Now getting Fist of Brockus is the Commissar. There he goes. Now he can take on this Carnifex maybe. Throws up the shield. Carnifex charges out. Meanwhile, that Tyrant formation really did work against these three vehicles. There's Imperial Slash. And Hammer of the Witches. Lictor Alpha, by the way, does have Corrosive Claws and Toxic Cysts. Like he's given himself some diseases to inflict upon others. Another Carnifex on the way, this time for Unitol. So is there 4 up now? Because I think Oakman has 2, right? Can't select the other one. But I think Oakman got the other one away. Yeah, there it is. In the mid, the cannon is set up. There's 2 Fire Prisms and the Leman Russ. They all need repairs. Oh, well done. The Warlock got a decap. West side. What am I hearing? I thought I heard a rocket gun or something over there. Now we have a Vanquisher. And Bulgar almost has the red for a rocket run. So 4 Carnifexes to deal with. Hive Tyrant still down. Maybe the Lictor could sneak back there. Gonna be tough though. Can the Tyranids defend the VP? Stranglethorn getting a good shot in. There's a Venom Cannon Carnifex now for Unitol. Anti-vehicle weaponry. Capillary Tower goes up. Decent little grenade chucked in by those Brave Guardians. There's None Shall Fall. So these guys can't die while it's active. And that was a nasty off-map artillery strike from Emperor's Wrath. Maybe a Brood Nest here would be good from Unitol to help those guys reinforce. I think they barely made it out. Yeah, they took tons of damage, but they made it out. 92 to 212. Decent VP lead now for red team. But they weren't able to get west side back there. Not quite. Avatar of Cain on the way for Ghost. Oh no, Civ Bulgar lost their Leman Russ. Another one on the way. What happened to it? I don't see the remains of a Leman Russ anywhere, I guess. Oh, there's the Swarm Lord, look. Yes, they got it though. Maybe it was on the screen, I'm just an idiot. It is possible. 2 to 1 for blue. Hey, Hive Tyrant's back. Alvaro is level 4. Despite being down for a while, we have a Corrosive Devourer off the Ravenite Alpha. Really powerful weapon. And regenerates, so he's nice and tough as well. Got to run, Unitol. Down they go. Spam virus, says Unitol. Not sure what that means. Good bioplasma shot. That's an Eldritch. A few hits in. think that Carnifex did get hit there. It wasn't too bad. Tyranno formation trying to finish off the D-cannon. Can they get it done? They focus it down. There's Purgatus. Purgatus might have saved it. No, it went down. Did Purgatus destroy the D-cannon there? Avatar taking huge amounts of damage. Huge amounts. Does get away. And here come those Ogrins. Gonna run into some Venom Broods. See a Council coming up now for Ghost. Trying to keep those Ogrins controlled with a Stranglethorn, because that Carnifex is really low. That's a Thornback coming in though, I think. That thing will happily fight some Ogrins. Level 2. Oh, none shall fall is up though. Need to try and focus down that Lord Commissar. Ogrins are retreating, but they are still... Oh, they lost one. None shall fall doing huge amounts of work there. 69 to 168. Those guys died pretty hard. Carnifex is level 3 and really low. They need to stop that thing back to base. That one went down. Looks like it is going back to base. It's just too low to do anything. Double Venom Cannons for Swagga. Is that the same Lehman Russ, the second one? I think so. Put the Vanquisher on it. The Council will be useful for just tying up the Carnifexes, even if they're not doing huge amounts of damage. Yeah, double Venom Cannons, oh, triple Venom Cannons. Not even a Lehman Russ can take that on. It survives though. It did survive. Now the blue Tyranid team are taking back the VP. And I can catch my breath a bit. Look at the state of the ground over here. Baneblade on the way for NagSTiKS. Double Bioplasma gets the Fire Prism down. Well done, Swagga. Another one on the Lehman Russ and they get it. Big losses there for Red Team. Is that GG? I mean, they do have a big VP lead, but those were heavy losses. I don't think a Baneblade could even deal with all these Carnifexes by itself. Ravana Alpha trying to get revive. Ogrins say no. Gonna go down if they're not careful. They're gonna go down. Another Carnifex on the way for John Oakman. All 3 Tyranid heroes down. Is that gonna be telling after that good fight they just had? Destroying those 2 vehicles. A bunch of the Carnifexes are quite heavily injured. Having to get back to base and heal up. Just giving the red team a bit of time. They are getting the VP back. Going to be a 2-to-1 for red, I think. Pathogens are on it. See Council being a nuisance. And then running. Bioplasma. Oh, not enough to stop the cap. There's one guy close enough to keep capping there. Oh, they stopped. They stopped capping for some reason. Now they're capping again. Carnifex coming in. This is the... Oh, unupgraded. Now it's a Stranglethorn. And that's a lot of damage on those poor guards when None Shall Fall comes in just in time. Ogren's running in. There's the Emperor's Wrath. Dodge this time. I'm not sure if they realise they should be focusing down the Lord Commissar. Okay, None Shall Fall is now gone. Can they wipe the Ogrins? How do they have 2 models? 10 hit points on 2 models there for a second. And they got away. Level 4 Ogrins doesn't want to lose them. Maybe they like to just get the squad as low as possible so that when None Shall Fall does run out, they're in big trouble. Look at this from the red team. Sneaky Stormtroopers. Carnifex, a new Carnifex of John Oakman coming in. There's a double Bioplasma. Okay, they got him out there. Baneblade is up. Not sure what this Venom Brood is doing. Did their range get shut down weirdly there? Level 4 Ravena Brood has to flee. Eldritch Storm. Third one that I've seen, I think. Looks like they dodged it mainly. Lots of damage on the Baneblade, but it's soaking up so much. Now they've got repairs coming in. Tyranno formation though. Big damage and down goes the Baneblade. Just too many Venom Cannons to get something like that going. So many. 1-to-1 cap down to 5 VPs the Tyranids. What is this? That is a Lictor Alpha. Level 6 from Swagga. Looking for the decap, I guess. Gonna try and get it. I think they're gonna get a decap at least. Venom Brood need to run. Venom Brood do not run. Did they just call him in there for a distraction or something? Here comes some Carnifexes. Can the Lictor Alpha get an actual cap here? Double for blue. Is it going to be a triple? I don't think they can survive. They do not survive. Maybe if they had Lone Hunter up, they would have been able to do that. Good decap nonetheless. Oh, the Hive Tyrant is back up. Been down for ages, it feels like. Alvaro's back. Instantly retreats off. 3 Carnifexes and a level 7 Ravena Alpha doing outrageous amounts of damage with this Gross Devourer here. Ogrins get suppressed by the Strangled Thorn. 2-to-1. Can they hold on to this west side though? Because that's a D cannon over there. Double Bioplasmas. I thought they were going to go for the D cannon. But they did not. Red team having a go at blue team's natural. It was the Warlock. Couldn't quite get the decap though. Tyranno form to get those Stormtroopers. Stopped them decapping. Is it time for the Inquisitor to get the mandate? They do not have the mandate yet. They're getting some more Ogrins up actually. Auto cannon with some good hits. Gets those guys to back off. They are hanging on to the west side though, the blue team. That's a singularity. It might drag some of those Venom Brood in. Nope, they were far enough away. More Ogrins hitting the field here for Civ Bulgar. They have had at least one other squad of them. Look at the Carnifexes though. There's 9 Carnifexes on the field. They need huge amounts of anti-vehicle. Ghost did get some Fire Dragons up. Ogrins will help as well. They've got heavy melee. There is a las cannon. No, those guys have an auto cannon. And NagSTiKS has a las cannon. Is that enough though? Is that going to be enough? Still the 2-to-1. Down to the wire here. Can the red team get those last 5 VPs off their opponents? Looks like they want to contest the west side rather than going through the mid. There is a bunch of stuff defending that VP, I guess. Here comes some Ogrins. Carnifexes are a bit low over here. Las Cannon's getting shots, more Ogrins showing up. Where's the Lord? Oh, Lord Commissar's down. Those Ogrins just died. Rocket run. Don't think that hit very much though. Didn't do a whole lot. But Bulgar can do another one. Ouch. Big ouch. I think red team may have lost a bit too much here. So much Carnifex. 1-to-1 cap, 5-to-8. Seer Council trying to grab this. I think that's distortion field on them there from the Warlock. Here comes the Warlock. Nope. Blue team lost it at the end. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It was some sneaky stormtroopers from Civ Bulgar with the decap alongside that Seer Council decap. Wow. I can't believe the red team pulled that off with that double decap at the end. That was so clutch. I thought they'd lost it. I said nope. But the red team got it at the end. That single cap was enough to get those last 5 VPs. We had a level 5 Hive Tyrant who's down for a while, old Alvaro. Level 9 Ravenet Alpha, this guy did work. Lictor Alpha level 6, did some good decapping over here. And really used their Carnifex as well, Swagga. Level 4 Inquisitor. Had a rough game, Civ Bulgar, happens to everyone. But they got the winning decap at the end there, alongside Ghost, who had a level 10 Warlock. And NagSTiKS was pretty solid on that west side, I think, with a level 6 Lord Commissar. There you have it, guys. Crazy game. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.